Hello everyone, today's video is going to be a what's in my backpack. So if you're interested in seeing what exactly I carry around with me while I'm at school, then keep on watching. So here is my backpack, and my backpack is from the North Face, and it is from like the Vault collection, because normally it would have like different things under here, but I guess this is the classic one. You know, I'm not that technical. I just bought the first thing that I saw really and looked and felt comfortable for me. But I opted for the North Face just because growing up I saw my cousins and my classmates have the same exact one, because I went to a private school, so you would normally see each other until middle school. So I just saw that their stuff held up and I was like, the North Face must be special for that. So I just went with the North Face, and this one is actually a collection that is meant for women, I suppose. But when I bought it, it said something in the back about how it's perfect for like the silhouette of a woman. I did not even think that they would make things like that, but apparently they do. So this is perfect for like the spines of women apparently, but that's beside the point. Let's talk about what is inside this bag. But anyway, it has two compartments. In the back it has the bigger one, and then in the front it has the smaller one for a more kind of supply type of space. It is more organized inside because it does come with like little pouches and little compartments for little things. So let's just dig in. All right, so I'm gonna start with the bigger compartment, and it has two zippers, kind of like my Balenciaga. And so let's get into it. Here's a little overview actually. Oh gosh, it's heavy. But there's a little overview. I have very colorful things. But that's all they had left at Target. I was a little bit late with the school supply shopping. So the first thing I have is a notebook, and actually one thing I forgot, actually I didn't forget, I don't have ink right now, that's why I don't have it, but usually I would put like a sticker, just a little tip. I put a little sticker over here from Avery that comes with like the software online, and I would put my full name and also my email address. So if I ever lose anything or misplace something and someone finds it, then they could go ahead and let me know and we could arrange something and I could get it back. And I think that is a really good tip. And this is my 3-subject notebook. Like I said, on Monday and Wednesdays I have more classes. I have 3 classes, and basically I'd rather have them in one huge notebook than 3 different notebooks, because I'm more likely to lose them or misplace them or forget them, and that's a bad thing to happen. So basically this is for my history class, and yes, you still need to take history in college. I know some of us think that we're off the hook with our like most hated subjects in high school and middle school and elementary school, but really history, it's going to follow you. So is math and science and a lot of things, no matter what your major is. This is actually a requirement in order to graduate in my university, so you definitely do need to take history. And then I have my humanities class and then another humanities class. And funny thing, I am not at all a humanities major, but I just like the subject, so I tend to just squeeze in a humanities class every single semester. And I would definitely advise you and suggest you guys to take at least once a humanities class. Next thing I have is a 2-pocket folder, and it's just a normal folder. This one's hot pink. They had like a scientific study or whatsoever. They said that if your stuff is bright for school, even like test papers, that's why some professors would use like a yellow test paper, it does something to your brain and it actually makes you work a lot better. So it's nice to have a little hot pink folder, I guess. But basically it's a 2-pocket folder, and inside I have some papers that are not allowed to be wrinkled, basically like my syllabi. I have my schedule here, some little contracts from professors about like plagiarism and stuff like that, and then I have like a test paper here that I need to fill in to study for, and then I have some filler paper here, and then I have some documents and also pamphlets that I want to get involved with at school. So just little things that need to be kept organized. The next 2 things are books that I'm currently reading for classes. The first one is for my history class, It's called Out of This Furnace. It's by Thomas Bell, and it's a novel about immigrant labor in America in the mid-1800s. The next one is for my humanities class, and this is The Iliad by Homer. And if you know anything about Homer, you would know that he wrote the Odyssey, and the Odyssey was probably the most confusing thing. It was just convoluted, and I mean, I don't think it was that confusing, but it had a lot of things in it, and it was just, it felt like unnecessary. Like I said, it was a little bit of a convoluted book. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the Iliad. It is quite similar. It is about mythological creatures like gods and goddesses. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's better than I think, so we'll see. Next is probably the most important thing in my bag, more important than my books actually, which is my iPad mini. Now I say that even though I don't even use it as much, because this is kind of like my plan B. It's like my safe haven. A lot of the books that we read and the textbooks that I have for school are dated, so they're most likely available online by just Googling it in a PDF form, and I could go ahead and read it off of this iPad. So if anything, if I forget any of the books, no fear, because I have this with me. I could go ahead and look it up and it will be online. So that's why I would rather like forget one of the books that I have than forget my iPad, because if I have my iPad, I'm basically saved. I could go ahead and look up the book here and I would have it. So that's the reason why it is probably the most important thing in here. And it is, like I said, the iPad mini. So it is the white one that I got for Christmas, if you saw my Christmas haul, and it has a minion on it. I have an umbrella. We do have what we call England weather, meaning it's very unpredictable here. Some days it'll just be totally sunny but cold, and then suddenly it would just sprinkle, and it's not like it's raining, it's more like just sprinkling. It's that type of sprinkle that I guess is from like the fog, but it definitely gets you wet. So sometimes I would just have to need this with me at all times, because you don't know what the weather is going to be like. The last two things I have in the big compartment are both pouches. The first one is my pencil case, and this was from Target. It's actually a cosmetic pouch. It was on sale from like $16 to $7, so it was definitely a steal because I really like the pattern. It reminds me of course, my favorite color, which is Tiffany Blue. And inside, of course, are just my writing supplies. I don't really need to show you, but I want to show you my favorite pen. My favorite pens are actually by Pilot, and it's their Easy Touch line, and it's the fine one. I don't know why, but I write a lot better when I'm like writing with this pen. This is the blue one. I cannot find the black one for the life of me. You know, black is always the best thing to write with, because usually if it's colored, it's not as clear to some professors. So I don't know where the black is. So I had to get this other black one, which is by Papermate. It's their Profile 1.4B, and I actually think this is really good if you have one of those professors that doesn't really write down what he wants you to write. He just says it like verbally, so you have to be like writing really fast, and this is perfect for that because it's super slippery, but not like in a bad way, but it's just perfect for fast writing. So is gel pens. I do have some gel pens in here too, which are like the signing pens. And then of course I have a highlighter, I have a whiteout, and then I have these pencils. For some reason, they're not like the best pencils ever, but I like how they look like. They look very vintage and like just dated and stuff. It basically is a mechanical pencil that looks like an old school #2 pencil. So I don't know, I just find those attractive. And then I have an eraser, and of course, I have like these little tab thingies from the Post-it line. And the other pouch, of course, is my makeup pouch, and by no means do I just keep makeup on here. A lot of the times I don't even carry makeup or even wear makeup other than like eye makeup. So main things in here are probably my eyeliner and just like a little bit of powder that will mattify my face if I get shiny, and like the lip product that I'm wearing. But a lot of these are kind of like SOS things, like if I get a headache, then I have Advil in here. If my eyes get really dry from my contact lenses, I have eye drops here. I even have Midol in here. So it's basically like a little pouch that just has a lot of essentials. I normally cannot leave the house without this, not just because it has makeup, but also because it's kind of like my iPad. It's like a safe haven. If I ever forget anything or if I'm not feeling well, then I go to this pouch. So that is all in the big compartment. Now moving on to the small compartment right here. It is a little bit smaller, of course, and it is actually a little bit more kind of organized on here because it does have like the little slots and stuff. So let's get into what is inside. So the first thing I have in here, of course, is something. Oh snap, someone's calling me. Hello? Filming right now. It's so funny because I took my phone to show the camera and you were calling. You want to say hi? I'll put you on speaker and then you can say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi, Nikki Yumul viewers.
Alright, okay. Can I call you back? Okay, so yes, I have my phone with me at all times. Of course, it's just the iPhone 5 and... Oops, someone else called me too. Oh snap. It's 8:40 and let me show you my little background. It's me in cartoon form. People say, my friend that made this, they said it looks like me. I'm like... The next thing I have is an agenda, of course, which is essential, especially in college, because it's all about deadlines, deadlines, and deadlines. And this is just by me. I got it from Target once again. A lot of the things I have are from Target because everything is there. It's actually my favorite store, but it's just a cute one. It says 2014, although it does have 2015 on there as well. And inside, let me put it on September. I don't have a lot of things in there yet just because school just started, but already I have a quiz next week and then I have a scavenger hunt, which is unheard of. I've never taken a class that made you scavenger around the city. And then I have an essay due the next week. And then my actual kind of to-do list, I have some homeworks to do and things I need to do ASAP. Then there's a small compartment over here, and in here I have some gum, and I have been really picky with gum lately, so I only chew Orbit White because I remember when I got my braces off, my ortho gave me a pack of the Orbit White. So it must be the best, and also it whitens your teeth supposedly. So let's see, I really just want to see if it works. And then this one is a Kleenex, which I think is the cutest packaging ever. It's basically buildings, and I realized there's like a pattern with my things. They're all like mint green and blue and stuff, so that's quite cute. Even my gum matches. So I think that's really cute. So I have that. There's another pouch over here which has my little broken mirror and brush duo. Of course, I can't leave the house without this. It's like mirror and brush at once. It's like perfect. And then in the other pouch, I do have some lady things. So that's just a little bit of that. And then I have my meds, basically. I don't think I I think I mentioned it on Twitter, but basically there's a reason why I haven't made a video in a while.
First it was because I went to LA. I mentioned in my last video I was going to LA, and then right after that I got really sick. I had like the worst cold ever. Like my face was like super like aching for some reason, and then I got better. The week after that I ended up in the ER, which I tweeted about, and basically I had like a situation, and to prevent that situation or that attack again, I would take these if ever I'm back into that situation again. And these are really strong. Like if you take one you just knock out, so hopefully I don't ever need them because I can't really sleep in the middle of the hallway in the university. That's not appropriate. So hopefully I never need to use these, but they are here just in case.
And then I have a little use for my Tiffany and Company jewelry pouch. I actually keep my earplugs in here. I thought that was so smart of me, like so smarticle. But they're little pink ones. I have no idea what brand it is, but I bought them off of like the breast cancer awareness place. So yes, they're just like little pinky purple ones with like the little, is it like a sash or like a ribbon for breast cancer? That moment when you're running out of batteries, so we're gonna get through this. I have my charger, of course, it's an essential. We use our phones and our iPads way too much. And then I have my key pouch, also from Tiffany & Company. It's the Tiffany Blue one. I have my keys and then my important cards and some cash in here. And then I have my Clipper card, which is just a bus pass. I have some Post-its just in case I need to make a note of something. and then it's colorful. I love how colorful these things are in my purse or in my backpack. And then I have my Ray-Bans in this much better case. The Ray-Ban cases are not really the best. Like mine broke like the second week, but these are my Ray-Ban Aviators, the 62mm ones, because my face is too huge. And yes, so I walk around in school trying to cover my face. So those are the contents of my backpack. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter so we can keep in touch. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!